What is up, all you lovely tankers? And in today's video, we are working on making the factories for the EM-Rail Ejectors and the ray receivers. Let's first work on this one, I guess. Actually, I might just be able just to plug it in here, right? Actually, turn this up a little bit more. So this one comes from over here, which is glass. Actually, wait. This is for the ejector. Do I have actually gears coming over here? I don't.
Insufficient materials.
It's expensive just to make a few gears. Yes, right there. So I basically need all the same stuff, except I need to add in two things. So if we need to add in most, if not all, that stuff. Too far, okay. Start this. Um, What am I looking for? We can go ahead and put a chest here. Start that up. Give it some power so that way it'll start something.
Flight mode.
Find out where our
Flight mode.
stuff is. This line here is the harvest drum. Because this is just running to a system that I don't really require yet. So you will just need to run from this guy.
Flight mode.
Let's get this done. Okay, and what do I need for that? Why did I lose it? How did I lose it? That. This requires 2 glass and 1 chip. So I need to make these.
Insufficient materials.
There we go.
Flight mode.
And then this guy.
Flight mode.
And then it's probably a bunch of iron chips is what this needs. Okay, so here's the chips. Now it's iron.
Flight mode. Flight mode. Mineral depleted.
Here we go. So our slowest production here is these. Actually, it's motors. It's green motors, which comes back to these motors, which just come down to the creation time. As of now, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna say I buffed the science, and I'm confident I buffed the science in the last episode. I did right before ending the episode. What are you delivering? Oh, you must be getting more fire ice.
Flight mode.
So we've actually started to run out. Alright.
Flight mode.
Wait, was this done? Okay, I didn't hear it was done. So, now I need this here. And I'm just gonna have it make the...
Insufficient materials.
That's titanium.
Flight mode.
What, chips? It's really nice having systems that back up.
Replication complete.
And now I need to find out where those chips went, because I was
Flight mode.
shuffling them down here.
Flight
They
mode.
plugged right into here, okay.
Flight mode.
So, since it'd be a nightmare to remove that, we're just gonna branch it off of there.
A landing relay station detected.
Well, the military should be fine. Actually, I don't know. I haven't checked the power grid in a little bit. I should probably check the power grid right now. For military planet, power. Did it slip in? Or is it still on its way? I don't think it slipped in. God, this planet is even more of a mess than my last one, but it's all relatively a compact build.
Flight mode.
So this grid is, well, not failing. Actually, it is. It is failing. How does three reactors do? Okay, well, it gives enough to fully charge the shield.
Flight mode.
Okay, and then the solar cells.
Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Insufficient materials. Flight mode. Flight mode. Research complete.
Okay. Yeah, it'd help if I turn my mic back on when I start. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I imagine that won't work. Yeah. Well, I can get to there, which means I need to just scoot over like that. And that there will let me run this factory. That is the funniest way to run this factory. Okay, and actually let's move that guy down one, so that way I can
Insufficient materials.
melt this out from here. So where does this go that's so important? This goes over here and here, but this system should be backing up, I thought. Oh, I see. You still need to recover your storage. That's what it is.
Flight mode.
And now we're going to make the green science, gravity science, as it's called. Actually, I just need one of those right now. Oh wait, I can't do that yet. I'm gonna get ready to. I probably need gold chips.
Flight mode.
You know what? Let's actually
Cruise mode.
set this up real
Cruise
fast.
ended.
We're gonna have one of these, followed by a shield, followed by a unit that is going to be belted. It's going to be fed belts. Because this is going to really piss off a lot of aliens. Okay, so I need that. I could use switches or splitters, not switches. We'll store 1,000 of those. Do I have some on hand? I don't think I actually do I? It doesn't look like I do. Doesn't seem... Yeah, I don't. We'll do... Actually, no, we only need, like, one thing of those. Field, we're fine on... EM rails. We can use. We'll do 4 stacks of those. And now, the entire idea is if we go to here, and we go drag and take you down to here, and we say, well, you are going to do these, and just say local demand, remote demand, and we'll deal with that later. And we find out exactly where this wants to be as a minimum. If you put it here, it's good.
Insufficient materials.
And we get our iron that we need. Because of course we need it. This band here is gonna have to move, but it's fine. Is it gears I need next? I think it is. Now, we set it up in a circle. And we tell him you prioritize that way for output.
Replication complete.
And we're just going to do it this way for input. The idea is now when this spins, it will back up. But let's see how tight we can make it until it basically says no. Actually, that is how tight we can make it before it says no. It won't go any further. Now let me make
Light
these
mode.
real fast. Okay, for now I have just
Light
enough
mode.
for now to at least get it started. Um, you and you. We'll go Y. I should be able to add an orbit here, which I do. Let's make this a red one. And now we can set you to orbit 1. So now it should deposit this, and then these should fill up, and when they get in sight or in range, they'll shoot.
Light mode.
And now for the
Cruise mode.
southern part of this planet, which
Cruise ended.
is right next to me. Right there. We're going to do something that is almost identical,
Insufficient materials. Replication complete.
but is a little bit different. So we're going to do a shield here, a defense here, have you bring in belts as well, which is this over here. I tell you only 1,000 for demand. It's very, very close and snug. So we're gonna do this, all the way along here, and in fact we can just do this like this. So now that we're done with that, we can give you some of these. Which only need one. And then we can give you these ones. And then the idea is, if I shrink this down, it should only hold that much. And now, I'm going to take you and dispense you down to here, where we're going to do this one. Because I'm assuming I can do it down here, can't I? Okay, I can do it all the way up here. But you know what? Because what you need to do is you need to at least have enough room for another one. And then we can place this. And that is the actual achievement I should have gotten. Gonna make it 5. 2, we're gonna make it this. We're gonna make it a demand. 3. We'll make it these. We're gonna set it for 1,000. We're gonna make it a demand. This is just so that way I have enough parts to replace in case something goes wrong. And then for part 5, we're gonna do that one because I think we'll definitely need that later. Do we actually have ourselves a swarm? We have ourselves
Flight mode.
a swarm
Cruise
forming.
mode.
We can actually see it from the planet, which is nice. It barely.
Cruise ended.
It's
Flight mode.
a tiny. Oh, where's the sun? It's above me. Well, yeah, I'll show you in the other one.
Cruise mode.
Yeah, so it wants to say that there's
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
chronic power failure, which I agree with. Makes sense. Here's the northern one up here.
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
So now for this guy,
Flight mode.
which line is it down? Down the forward line, so we're gonna primarily do these ones.
Flight mode. Flight mode. Cruise mode.
So this is the bad thing about trying to set up this stuff right away,
Cruise ended.
is it typically
Cruise
takes a lot of power to do
Cruise
this.
ended.
No, why am I doing it that way? I can just do it this way. Power grid is struggling. I mean, it makes sense. I am technically stealing every bit of power it has for what it probably thinks is a whim.
Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended. Flight mode.
Oh wait, you know what? It's because it's not tied into the system.
Cruise
Duh.
ended. Flight mode.
I'm sure the system would be happier if it had actually something to be plugged into. There you go. Now let's watch the power grid of this planet fail. Straight, just 50% satisfied. What is the rate receivers actually? No, they're generating. They're just gonna take a little bit to actually get up to full charge. Oh, especially when they get behind the fucking
Flight mode.
this thing, because this probably has like what, nearly 100. Yeah. So now that the power grid is barely alive, the shields are gonna be soaking everything up. I bet like just a giant sponge. Yeah, that's good. That's the good stuff. Because, like, every single shield is down. I imagine. Yeah, you can just tell by the fact that they're all currently in the midst of growing again. This one's about to fire. There it goes. So its demand is more than what we can do. As well as the fact that the shells here are a problem. Because they don't have long lives. They don't have long lives because I haven't upgraded that yet. Uh, Cute. You might turn. You know what? We'll keep going with this one. How far can I get before? I can actually do like all of them. And then I can start on these ones. That'll help. Okay. And now
Flight
I
mode.
for sure am going to make a factory for producing the green, the gravity lens, which is charcoal, which I think I have being imported here, don't I? Do I have charcoal here, actually? No, I actually don't. I've got coal, wherever that is. What is the coal being used for? Oh no, wait, yeah, it is. It's being turned into that stuff. It's going over here into plastics. Let's
Insufficient materials.
go up here, grab some of these bricks. And then, I think it was the glass I need now, right? Magnets. Magnets, magnets. It's always the magnets.
Flight mode.
Yeah, nice. Since the grid crashed because of the shields,
Flight mode.
which are once again crashing the system, I think we just rescind the decision for the shields. Say it's too early
Mineral
for them.
depleted.
And realistically, it is. That's why the system's crashing.
Cruise mode.
We only keep high important systems online, like this one. And I think the military,
Cruise ended.
if we can spare it, we cannot. Unless it is still happening because of the... Not that button. Shield generators. Where are the rest of
Flight
them?
mode.
How many do I have? Pause. You have 5 still active. And they're taking how much? 50% of the grid. Oh, sweet mother... Jesus. You know what? No, nobody. Nobody, because our grid is going to suffer underneath
Cruise mode.
those ones.
Cruise ended. Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended.
Okay, I think that's all the nope, there's one more shield generator left.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Actually, you're not even attached to anything, are you?
Cruise ended.
This section is off.
Flight
So
mode.
I think you weren't attached?
Cruise mode.
Where are you going to? Oh, you were
Cruise
attached,
ended.
just detached you.
Flight mode.
Alright, so now we can work on the gravity matrix, which are another gravity matrix that comes next, but we need the green this stuff in order to get that, which is in the particle collider, which is using the purple stuff, which I am making over here. Right here is where I think I have some. It is. So you, I need to steal. We're just gonna move you out. Okay, I'm gonna be back once I get to the other world.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Actually, you can see the belt a little bit better here on this on the sun. If you can see just on the outside there, all those little red dots are the solar sails that we're actually sending up. And I think we might be able to see them getting shot. No. Well, I think it's because we're actually not shooting them our way. We are not. So we're out of the exact position we need to be in. And it's not due to the orbit, it's actually due to the rotation of the planet. So they have a particular latitude and longitude that they want to shoot at so that way they can wrap around the sun. And in fact, you can see when it happens and when it isn't. I imagine that there is an angle that you can change to. They'll have it to where it just constantly shoots no matter what. But it forms a nice little ring around the sun.
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
That's really nice to have.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Wait, it's over here.
Cruise mode. Cruise ended.
This guy, entire job is to supply that. Alright, there we go.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
There it is. Okay, there. You can see those little tiny blue dots, maybe. Right above where my cursor is. Right there. That little thing there. That is the solar sails. These little blue things. I can actually probably see it better in here. Yeah. Basically come here into this ring, and then as soon as they enter, they fall into the sun's orbit. And then they just warm around the sun until they basically decay and fall into it. Pushing all the wrong buttons.
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
So now that we have that, get these because I'm gonna need these in order to make this. I need another batch.
Insufficient materials.
Now that I have another, well, not yet at least. Now that I'm making another 10, what do I need for this? it hydrogen? That's deuterium,
Flight mode.
which means we might want to stop burning all this deuterium. We're still going to keep burning it, but we're going to burn less of it now. We'll prioritize going this way.
Flight mode.
Okay, and now I need gold chips and magnets, which is good because I have a ton of magnets. I need 25 magnets. That is a lot of magnets. There's 10. There's none. There's none. 7. Really? How much do I have there? 24. Oh, just missing 1. There you go. Titanium alloy times 20. And then graphene. Right? Yes. That's all we need to make that.
Replication complete.
Alright, one more time. It is iron, deuterium, and the purple stuff.
Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode.
Wow, that is a lot of power from the Geo.
Flight mode.
And think about it. I have this building.
Flight mode.
And then I need
Flight mode.
this stuff, which I have going to the complete wrong place. That's fine. Because that's why we make thousands and thousands of belts. Okay, we're gonna have to swing it around like this. And then we need iron,
Flight mode.
which I have this iron trim go to? It goes to here. And ends in here. Which is by definition the exact closest one I have. Go. Now that's plugged in. This is the most chaotic factory I have ever made. I've made plenty of nightmare factories. Wait, hold up, not yet. Because that doesn't go in there yet.
Flight mode.
Because this has to go in.
Insufficient materials.
One of these. I don't really care what level, as you can tell.
A landing relay station detected.
That's the power of military, though. Okay, well, it's nearly maxed out. That shield generator just takes a lot out of it. Like, only 5 of them, and the grid's, like, struggling to live. Here we go, and now we
Insufficient
need
materials.
one of these. And actually, that's a really good placement for it. Because now that this belt can grab both of those.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
There we go. Now that this is connected, this is all being fed. This one's now being fed. Now we can finally plug this in here. Tell you you are accepting these and shipping those off. Strange matter.
Flight mode.
We can now technically achieve warp speed if we wanted to make the factory for it. But A, I do not have the engine research done for it, and this matrix is for some reason taking longer than I expected.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
But now, if I go down here, you guys should
Cruise
be
ended.
able to use this. Oh, locked. You won't. I need gravity. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna take a while for me to get this research done because I think I actually now need to redo the entire science for it. So, like, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell, join the Discord down below, and I will see all of you lovely tankers in the next video.